Hey guys, welcome to Saturday Spotlight. I was hoping to get a couple of videos out to you before this, but just once again, my lack of being able to build like I want to still continues. Guys, this just the way it's been the latter part of last year and this year so far. But I want to at least try to get this one out to you today. It's going to be up later than what I like to on Saturdays, but at least to get that regular feature coming to you every week. And then hopefully if I can, wanting to get a couple other videos out this weekend. But we'll see what happens. I was able to get some things done. The wife's bug is done, so that'll be on an upcoming video. But we'll focus, I guess, and stick to the task at hand here for now, which is the Saturday Spotlight. The last two of the last three Spotlight videos have been a car or a truck, a car and a truck. So it seemed like the truck has been the theme as of recently, but since we had a car stuck in there, why not bring you a car/truck? So I thought this would be a good one. What we're looking at today in the Spotlight is the AMT 1968 Chevrolet El Camino SS 396. Now this one here, I'll go ahead and stop this here as I start to talk. It's a little bit more noisy again today. It's just getting older. This turntable is just getting a little bit older. So that's the way that goes. So we'll move it back out of the road. This is from the Derby Champions kit. Right here. Here's the instruction sheet for that. This was the kit, and this was actually a rebox from 2016. The original release of this particular one was a brand new tool in 1998. And then this was, like I said, just a rebox. And then they've done another version of this. I think it was actually a Coca-Cola version of this too in another release. But this is kind of a little special. Now, this is one that came with the Derby car, the little soapbox Derby car. So I just went ahead, I said, I got to build that up. It was nice and cute and little and everything. So just go ahead and build that up. So I thought that built up into a pretty nice, got the Auto World decals on there, number 54. So it's got the little soapbox Derby car. And I built this one. My wife is a fan of El Camino. She loves the El Caminos pretty much any year. She really, when I seen this kit, she really liked that one. So I'm like, you know what, that'd be a good kit to build for her. So I actually built this for her in 2017. So we'll bring this in here and I'll show you a couple things. And then I want to go over something instructions, a couple of quirks that I found building this. And not only this one, but a couple of other kits of this same platform. A couple little quirks that I found that I'm not real happy about, but made it work in the end anyway. Got a nice looking model out of it. So this was I built for her. She wanted it white with the black vinyl top, so that's what we went with. And as always, guys, I got to take this hood off. Otherwise, it is going to fall off, guaranteed. So I'll set that there. And I got another little thing back here I'm going to pull off, and I'll show you that in just a second. Let's just walk around the car here a little bit. Truck, car, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, that's it. 1968 El Camino 396. Very, very well detailed engine compartment, I thought. Very well detailed engine. It just comes, and I like this. It gives you your AC lines here and everything. Got AC compressor and all that, and your alternator down in there. And I did put wires on it, and I think at the time, yes, I was still using thread when I did this. It's either I was still using thread, or I did not have a distributor kit when I built this, and I may just resorted to that so I could get it done. But nonetheless, it's got the wires there in the engine, and then just taking a look at the front, that SS emblems there on the grill, and then we got the turn signals painted up down there, and then just your dual mirrors on there. Did the bare metal foil around the door frame here, windows. This trim on the side is all bare metal foil. And then a look at that back, another SS emblem. And another feature on here I'm going to cover in just a second. And then if we'll look on the bottom side, I don't think I'll lose anything flipping this over. Now, one thing I'm really impressed with, guys, on these kits is I love that it's got the separate frame because you can detail these up so much better when you got that separate frame like that. And then the gas tank is separate, so you can really get some good detail on that. I think all the exhaust is separate, and you just get, like I said, it just details up so nice and actually goes together quite nicely for the most part. And I'll explain that here in just a second. Maybe not a whole lot extra to tell on this, other than this is built. If my wife, she said if she was able to have one, this is actually exactly how she would want it, the white like that. And I think, guys, that this is probably rattle can. I don't think that's it's got a little bit of orange peel in it there. So, I mean, I probably could have taken a little bit more time on the paint, but, so I don't believe it's an automotive enamel. I think it was just rattle can, Rust-Oleum or something like that. But, I think this came with the pad printed Goodyear tires there, the polyglass. So that was really cool. Get your rally wheels there. And then on the inside, I don't know how well that's going to show up, guys, but we got the console in there. Yeah, the lighting's not the greatest right here. There, you can see the console in there. And I'm going to talk about that here in just a second, too. But anyway, that's it there, guys. 68 El Camino. Very, very cool. 396 there again. 350 horsepower. So pretty cool. Got nice decals for the engine there. So I'm going to set this back on here for a minute. Now this little guy, again, we already talked about the little soapbox derby car. It was so cool that they had that, and they put that in there for you to get that all painted up and detailed out. And then nice little Chevrolet emblem display base there for that soapbox derby car. So we'll put this over here. Now this thing that I took off the back, this was a replica of a license plate. I made this as a replica, and it's very crude, guys, but from a distance, you'll see here in a minute. Actually, we had first met. I don't think we was married yet. I'll get it. I promise I'll get it. We was just started dating. We hadn't been dating for too awful long. We went to a local county fair here and had them make us up a license plate. And this is actually it. So this is what I made the replica of, and this is actually the plate. And I had this in the back window of my 93 Dodge Dakota, and I put that in there. So we just had them put our name on it with what you would pick out. They already had plates with a design on them and then a blank for your names. So we picked this one with the roses and then just had them put our names on there. And I've had this ever since 1993 or 94, because we actually, back in December, we just celebrated 30 years. So I got a good track record together here, and loving every minute of it. So that's that. So that's what this is. That's what this is to represent here. So that usually I will set up here. Now, obviously, I had it in the inside of the back window of my Dakota, but I just set that there in the back window, so that gives you that illusion that it's got that little plate on it. So that was cool to have for her too. Now, another feature. I might as well just leave that off. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose it for sure. Another feature I put on this that was not part of the kit is the license plates. Now this is an actual photo reduced copy of an actual license plate that I actually had come across one time, and I say restore. All I did was just clean it up a little bit, paint it white, and then painted the letters. But when you reduce it down like that, it really, really looks like, obviously, a real plate, because it was made from an actual license plate. And I will show you. I've got that right here. This is actually the plate right there. Ohio is a 68 plate. So I actually did that. I said it's not a good restoration, really not a restoration at all. It's just painted up to make it look just a little bit better. And then I hang it out here in the garage. So that's what I did. And guys, I've got I've not been able to come across it. I've got a formula. I actually took that to my local print shop, and they made up the formula that's actually shrunk down to 1/24th, 1/25th scale, and they did a formula there how they reduced that down so they could get it to the right size. So it ends up being, I think, about a quarter inch high, quarter inch long. Anyway, when I come across that, I know I've got it. I just haven't been able to find it. If I come across that, guys, I'll put it on the channel. And if anyone's interested in doing that, you can take that to the print shop, and they can reduce down a live plate for an actual plate for you, and be able to put it on your model car. So I thought that was a cool feature as well. So with all that being said, I got a couple quirks on this kit that I found, and we'll go over this real quick, and then we'll get you out of here. Couple things that I found. One was the interior. Now, I showed you that console, although it didn't come out really good because of the lighting. But if you look in the instructions, okay, here it shows you putting your shifter in here, and then it shows you installing your console there. Actually, what they have is, let me fold this over so it's easier to hold in front of the camera. Actually, what they have you doing here, they've actually got you installing the console backwards. This, which would be, I think, a door, like a console compartment, should be back here. Now, I say that pretty much with confidence because not that I've ever owned a 68 El Camino, but I did some research online, and I got to looking at, and every single picture that I came up with has this turned around, and this is actually to the back. So this would all be all the way up here to this transmission hump. So that's one boo-boo, I think, in these instructions, is that the console is being installed backwards. So I actually turned it around and have got it installed correctly in the one that I built here. So that's just a note in case anyone has not built one of these, or if you built one and thought, well, that doesn't look quite right, is, well, actually, because it isn't. So they've got you putting that in backwards. And the other thing, and really the only other beef that I have with this, guys, is the windshield. And it's not going to really show up good on the instructions here, but there's actually a lip down here on the windshield right here. And when I was putting this together, I would test fit the body, and I would test fit it without the windows in it. And it meant everything was fitting up just wonderful. As soon as I got the windshield in, I'll pull this in closer. As soon as I got the windshield in, it raked this front end up. So I think, and I don't know, I don't remember if I did it with this one, but I think if you would take and just clean that up on the front edge just a little bit, I think these will fit together a lot better. And I don't know if you can see, I might have had to use, I don't really know you can see on this one, but it seems to me I had to really use a lot of glue and kind of clamp that down to get it to stay in that lowered position. Otherwise, it looked like, it would look like almost like the engine was out of it. It would set up so high. And that's not only I found on this kit. Another one is the same way as the 70 Monte Carlo kit. And I believe the 67 Impala, although I've not built one yet, the 67 Impala two-door kit has the same style of windshield. So I think that probably you would have the same issue on that. So when I go to build that one, whenever I do in the future, I'm going to take a look at that, and I think I'm going to try to, and I apologize, I don't have one of those windshields handy to show you in person, but I think if I go to build that one, I'm going to clean that up just a little bit and see if maybe when everything is all said and done, that it just fits down there really nice. And I'll keep test fitting, and then I'll test fit with the windshield and see how that goes. But anyway, guys, that's really all I've got for this one. But I said I built this one in 2017, and my wife was pleased with it. She really likes this one, so I keep it with my stuff. But as I'm fiddling with this little, you know what, I'm going to set it in there. We'll go out with it like that. I set it, display it with my other stuff. And but I did write something on the bottom of the case for her, and she loves it. And she has seen the bug, so be watching for that in an upcoming video, hopefully very soon, and hopefully I can get that out to you guys this weekend. I apologize for my low video output lately, but life has fallen down on us. No one's sick, no one's in trouble, nothing's happening, nothing bad's happening. It's just life has happened. So trying to squeeze it all in, but I was able to get some building done on the bug. It is all done. We'll have that in upcoming videos. So with that being said, guys, if you stuck around this long, man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you guys like this video, please give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribers, thank you. I appreciate it very much. And one more thing before I go, I'm trying a new thumbnail for these spotlights. I hope everybody likes it. I thought it'd be a little bit more eye-catching and then I'll just put the title of what the car that we got down there in the spotlight. So give me some feedback on that, guys, too. Let me know how you like that. So until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage saying you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.